mobile application lets you access your Tally data on your cell phone. BizAnalyst syncs securely with your Tally ERP9 and lets you access every business data you need. BizAnalyst also has some very unique features which helps you improve your business, perform better, earn better profits, and do well in your business overall. So today we are going to look at one of these features of BizAnalyst, which is basically business reports. Now, business reports play a very vital role in your business. It helps you know how your business is performing. It helps you know what you need to do to make it perform better. So today I'm going to take you through this webinar. Let's look at the topics we are going to cover today. How to use BizAnalyst reports for business profits. First of all, today we are going to learn how you can view your top customers and get more sales from them, how to regain business from your inactive customers these are your customers who have bought from you in the past, but for some reason they are not buying from you anymore. How to do better inventory planning, how to free up your dead stock and improve your cash flow. And we will also be learning on how you can utilize your profit and loss reports, how to increase your sales team's productivity, and we'll also be looking into other reports such as expenses, daybook, pending sales order, pending purchase order. The idea is to learn from these reports and improve our business accordingly. Now we understand that using an application might come with a lot of questions. Some of you who are already our regular users might have issues. If you wish to talk to us about this, all you need to do is connect with our customer care. Now this is how you reach out to us. You can log on to help.bizanalyst.in for those of you who have specific questions and need specific answers. We have a help page, that is help.bizanalyst.in. Log into this page, look at your questions. If it helps, you can sort your issue by yourself. If that doesn't help, connect with us on our support line. This is the number 8879890798. Our support executives will help you, or else you can simply create a ticket from the app. What more, you can also request for a preferred language. Our executives will help you. That way you can communicate better. One of the things that you can do is, if you like, do it yourself, or if you wish to know more about our product, if you wish to understand our features better, or if you want to learn how to use a particular feature, all you need to do is refer to our YouTube channel. Now, our YouTube channel also has all our webinars in it. So if you want to watch this webinar again or watch any of our previous webinar, which also has a lot of details about our other specific features, just log on to our YouTube channel. Lastly, you can send an email to us. You can reach out to us by email. This is our email ID, help@siliconveins.com. Now, we understand that offers are always very lucrative. It's always a plus point for anyone and everyone. So we also have a few exciting offers. Let's take a look at it. Now, this is our September month offer, which means it is only valid up to 30th September 2020. If you are within your trial period right now, so that is basically a 7-day trial period. If you buy within the trial period, or if you renew before the expiry date of your application, if you're already a user, if you buy the subscription from the application, you can get 1 month free added to your subscription. Now this is really great because you get more month attached to you, so which means you can use BizAnalyst for 1 more month extra. The other offers include free users, which basically means when you buy 2 to 4 users, you get 1 user absolutely free. Buy 5 to 9 and you get 2 users free. Buy more than 10 and get 3 users free. Basically, you can add your team members and work coordination will be much smoother. There'll be more cohesion. We also have free modules, which is basically data entry and check in, check out. These are some of the most unique features we have. And given the current situation where people have difficulty in either stepping out of the home, data entry becomes a complete savior. Check in and check out is well known to increase your productivity exponentially. So please do try these out. So let's proceed to our topics for the day. So right now, those of you who already have BizAnalyst, I request you to please open up the application so we can all do this together. For those of you who do not have a BizAnalyst application, I hope whatever we show on screen will help you greatly. Now let's begin. One of the most important things that BizAnalyst gives you is a complete sales analysis reports. You get multiple reports that provide key insight into your business activities. Now, before I step on to that, let me explain how and where you can view sales analysis from. The page that you see in front of you is your business dashboard. Now, business dashboard is pretty unique in the matter that you can view all your important business figure on a single screen. Now, when I'm scrolling up and down, you will see that I can show you my sales, my purchase, my receipt, my payment, my outstanding receivables, cash, bank balance, sales order, purchase order, delivery note, even receipt note. So why is this data so important? Why is this screen so important? Well, when you have access to all your data at once, you are not relying on your team for anything. If you wish to know a particular figure, all you need to do is open up your BizAnalyst application and view it. This makes your job easier. This makes you more independent, and this absolutely saves time. Stepping on to sales analysis, the first option that you see on your business dashboard is sales. When you click on this, you get your sales report. These are the reports that provide a good insight into your business activities. Those of you who use this report or who will probably use this reports will have a better hand at strategizing, and you can also grow your sales. You can access detailed reports as sales by customer, sales by item, stock group, stock category, ledger group, etc. Now you can view this by gross sales or net sales. As you can see, gross, and this is the net sales. You can see there is a graphical representation of the sales here. So this also gives you a clear idea about how sales work. You can see your party and the numbers right next to it. Right now I'm viewing this by ledger. I can view this by ledger group. Now I can further drill this down. Under sundry debtors, I can see various salesperson and the number against their names. Now I can see salesperson C has the maximum number. When I click on salesperson C, I can see the amount of sales. I can see the credit and return note. I can see their best parties and how these parties have performed. I can also see a graphical representation. Now, if I want, I can sort this by amount. When I sort this by amount, I can see there is numbers under this particular salesperson. I look at Nordstrom and I can see the amount they have paid. I can see there is a particular amount that they haven't paid. So how do I get this from them? I simply click on the unpaid option here and I share the invoice. So I make sure that they pay me back. So that was the sales for you. But there is more to this. I can share all the data they give me. If I want to share this particular report, all I need to do is click on share here. So when I click on share, I have various options. I can share via PDF, I can share via Excel. I can also print this if I want a physical copy of this whole thing. More importantly, I can share it via WhatsApp, I can share it via Gmail, I can also share it via SMS. This makes sharing very easy. Any data you need from here, be it under ledger group, be it under stock item, all of these data can be shared easily. If tomorrow you wish to know something about your stock group, that all of these are all electronics. So I can, if I wish to see all the more details about the mobiles I have, what parties are buying it, all of that is simply available here. So what does this help you do? Basically, it gives you a clear idea of what is happening in your business and what areas need more attention, how to fill these gaps. By assessing your sales performance, you can already decide how to perform better, how to strategize better to get more out of your business. Now, moving on, right next to, now back again, you can see I'm on the dashboard right now, right? Next to the dashboard icon at the bottom, there is the party icon. When I click on this, I can see all my customers here. All of them are listed here. Now, if I want to, let's say if I'm visiting one particular customer, all I need to do is click on that particular customer. Now I can see a complete summary of the business here. I can see their sales. I can see the receipt. I can see the complete receivable here. I can see the pending sales orders. I can see the pending purchase order. Basically, this business summary is also a report of sorts that gives me a clear picture of how this particular party is functioning. Let's say that me, or rather one of my salesperson, has been to visit this particular party. What do we do first? We first check into this company. At the bottom, you will see there's a check-in option. I click on this. Now, there's a pop-up message asking, are you sure you want to check in? Yes, we want to check in. So we click on check in. Check in is successful. Now, once over here, your salesperson, if they have the permission, now you have the ability to give them the permission to use various features. That's one aspect of BizAnalyst you should know. You can, the salesperson can, if they have the permission, they can create various data entries here. They can use sales invoice, sales order, receipt, quotation, purchase invoice, etc. Now, when they are using this, they can easily write down the data, information, everything. And in the, let's suppose that they're having a meeting and they suddenly remember something, or if there is an issue that they want to remember for future, what can they do? How do they remember this? This can be done easily by simply setting up a follow-up. Click on set follow-up. Now let's say there's a sales order that they need to remember about. All they need to do is click on set follow-up and write down, set a date and time, set. And they know the owner is. Now this is the person who's supposed to take care of this issue, and set a follow-up. Now once this meeting is over, your salesperson, all they have to do is click on checkout. While checking out, you can clearly see the number, the meeting time has been listed here. They can also add additional comments about their meeting. Let's say they want to say the meeting was successful. They can also add an attachment here. Basically, it can be an image. Now, if you want your salesperson to send you an image of the company where they visited, maybe the name of the shop, or maybe you want them to send a certain attachment regarding a detail or a paper they picked up from, they can simply click a picture and send it to you via attachment and check out. They have successfully checked out of the meeting now. The next aspect I would like you to know is about our items. Right next to the party, we have the items icon. We are going to click on items icon now. You can see all the items here. They are listed by items are listed by groups and categories. Now, right next to the items icon is the reports icon. So now let's focus on the reports. So under the reports, you have various reports. You have, first of all, my entries. If you remember me telling you about, uh, if you remember me telling you about various data entries that you can make while your salesperson is out, or maybe you can make, all of those entries are stored under my entry. You can see we have details about sales invoices, sales order, receipt, quotation. You have purchase invoices here, purchase order here, payment, ledger, all of these details. The reason why these entries are stored under reports is you get to see their status, whether they have successfully gone out or they have failed. These details, these data, they help you see what happened to the work that you just performed. Now, while we were at the party, we had created a check-in report. Let's see what happened to that. Now, when you click on sales team check-in reports, you can see that this particular salesperson of yours has had 3 meetings and total amount of time they spent on it. This way, you know where exactly your salesperson's time went. Now you can evaluate their performance based on this. Let's say if they have spent 30 minutes at a particular company and no good results have come out of it, you already know that something is not working there. But at the same time, you can also see how much time they spent there and where exactly they went. And you can also see this data on Google Map. Now on the Google icon at the top right of this page, you can see the amount of time they spent at each meeting, the distance covered in each meeting. All of this helps you stay in tune with your team when they are out of the office. This helps you evaluate their work better. This helps you know that you're all on the same page, and there is absolutely no time wasted in conveying any important detail. For example, you can see there is a comment listed here: meeting was successful. Rather than your salesperson coming back to office and reporting it, you already know the information, including the attachment that was sent, which means all of your data has been covered. This way, and even salespeople have access to this, and more importantly, you can share this detail. All of this report can be shared in either PDF format or Excel format. You can even print it. Now, let's say I'm going to share this in PDF format. I can share it via WhatsApp, I can share this via Gmail or message. If I'm going to share it by WhatsApp, I click on WhatsApp. Now you can see the details of the meeting are given here, the time they spent, whether the meeting was successful or not, and I click on, and the details of the company are also given here. All I need to do is simply click on share PDF, and I can send it to any of these contacts. So this way you know exactly what your team has been doing, so you have an eye on your productivity. You can increase your productivity. Now if you remember, we had set a follow up today when we went to the party's office. Let's see what happened to it. Now, when I click on follow up reports, I can see all the follow ups that are pending or that has been completed. This is an excellent way to manage your task. But most importantly, this is a great way to remind things or set reminders. Now, when I'm setting reminders, I can obviously take a look at it. I can edit this if I want. I can reschedule it. Maybe something went wrong with this. Maybe I want to remember this on some other date. So I can easily reschedule it here, or I can delete it or cancel it. Most importantly, when this particular thing is done, you can simply move it to done. Now these follow-up reports are very important. It helps you know whether the work that was assigned to a particular person has been done or not, whether the work which you had scheduled to happen has been done or not. These reminders help you never miss on a payment detail or a sales order or any aspect of your business that you want to remember. Now, next thing we are going to look at are the expenses. Now, we all know that nobody likes to incur unwanted expenses. We are all looking forward to reducing our expenses as much as we can. So let's see how BizAnalyst can help you reduce your expenses. Now, this expense report is divided into direct expenses and indirect expenses. Now, you can further drill this information down by clicking on the type of expenses. Now, I'm going to click on direct expenses. I can see more data about this. I can see the packaging material expenses and transport expenses. This is my direct expenses. If I click on my indirect expenses, I can see the bank charges, conveyance expenses, diesel expenses. So I know exactly where my money went. There is no question about did I spend 70 rupees on something else or 750 rupees on something else. My data is right here. I have complete control over my finances this way. Now, if I want, I can share this entire data. I can share it with people simply by clicking on the share icon that is on the top right of this page. Like I said before, we can share this data in PDF or Excel format. We can also print this if we want a physical copy, or we can send it via WhatsApp, email, or messages. So this way you can curb the unwanted expenses. One penny saved is one penny earned. So expense reports will or not just help you make wise decision about unwanted spending, but it will also help you spend in the right direction. Now, top reports. When we talk about top reports, it's important to understand why your top customers are very important to you. These people have invested money in you, they're buying from you. So, obviously, top customers matter a lot. So, let's see what our top report says. When I click on top reports, I can see my top 5 customers. These are just 8 maybe 9% of my total customers, and they have given me nearly 50% of my total sales, which means that these 8%, these 5 customers are giving me the most. Now, what if I want to see who else is giving me a little more sales? Now, this can be drilled down. Now, I'm seeing only top 5, but you can see top 10, you can see top 30, you can see top 50 if you have that many customers, or 100. Now, let's say I'm concerned with only the top 10 customers. Now, these are my top 10 customers. They are barely my 18% customers, and they give me almost 68% sales. And I can see who my top customer here is. Nordstrom is definitely my top customer, which is great. And I can see what amount, and I can see at some point of time, Nordstrom and me had a better relation. Somewhere in the month of October, we had better payment, but in December, there was a decline. Now I can see there's a decline here, or why. So we can investigate why there was a decline. We can see why there was a growth, and we can use all of this data to get more sales from them. When you have this data, you know exactly how the graph went, and you're not wasting too much time spending on this, because already you have a graphical representation, you have the numbers with you, you know exactly what percentage of this was there, and you can further view this by time. I can see the data by last month, last year, last quarter, all data. All of this will help you earn more sales from these particular customers who are already spending so much money on you. So when you focus on your 20% customer who give you 80% sale, there's a good chance you can get more sales from them with a little more effort. Rather than earning new customers, focus on these loyal customers and get more out of them. Now, right below top reports, we have the inactive customers. Now, these are your customers who already brought things from you, but currently they are not buying anything from you. So we need to understand why. These were at some point of time my loyal customers. What happened to them? So I'm going to click on inactive customers. Now I can see that 57% of my customers, who are my 78% of the customers, haven't brought much from me in last 30 days. So this is just the data for last 30 days. Let's see what happened in last 60 days. Again, I can see there are all these people who haven't brought from me, and this is just all groups. I can further divide it under sundry debtors. I can see it under creditors. I can also see it salesperson wise. So why is this data important? I can easily reconnect with these customers. I can see that what they brought last time, what was the sales, what was the receivable amount, what was sold to them basically. So I know that this particular customer of mine, Reliance Infrastructure, brought microphone from me. They brought 90 microphones. Why aren't they buying microphones from me again? I can easily connect with them because I already have a relationship with them. They are my customers. I can get my sales back from them. The idea is to not lose any customers. Reactivate your inactive customers and get your sales back. This way you can buffer up your sales. Do not, the idea is, rather than cultivating new customers, make sure that your old customers do not leave you. Now, next item we are going to look at is inactive items. Now, these are the items that you haven't been able to sell, or they have been lying in your inventory for quite some time. So we need to sort our inventory out. We have 35 items, which are 80% or 87% of my total items valuing more than 40 lakhs displayed here. So I know that these items have been inactive for around 30 days. I can further drill this down and see what has been inactive for 60 days, or 120 days, or 180 days. I can also view this in what is in stock, what is not in stock, what is in negative stock, and I can see all of them. So why is this important? This way I know exactly what's in my inventory. I can plan better. I can plan better while selling. I'm not making any promises that I cannot deliver, and I'm not overselling myself. Now I know for a fact that CPU processor here, which was sold earlier, has now it is just lying in my inventory. I can see a complete summary of this product. I can see the total net sales here. I can see who the customers were and who the suppliers were. Now if this product has been lying with me for quite some time, I can easily connect with its earlier buyers and ask them, why aren't you buying this? Can you buy this? Do you want this? I can work on, asking them to buy this from me again. Let's say they are not interested in buying at all, and I'm not able to sell it back to them in any ways. So I can approach the suppliers of the CPU processor and ask them, will you take this back? I can get more cash flow by making sure that this item is out of my stocks. This way, my cash flow is steady and I'm not having dead stock with me clogging up my inventory at all. All of this data is easily available to you. This can be filtered down by time, which basically means you have a complete control over your inventory by knowing what is there, what is not, what needs to go, and how can I get rid of it? How can I inject more cash into my stock? So this report, the inactive items report, again, all of this data can be sorted by name, quantity, and type. More importantly, you can also share this data. Like I previously mentioned, most of our reports can be shared in either PDF format, Excel format, or printed. Share it via WhatsApp, Gmail, or messages. As long as you have a smartphone, sharing anything from BizAnalyst is okay. And as it is, BizAnalyst is made for smartphones. iPhone users and Android users can absolutely use BizAnalyst to share reports anytime they want, from anywhere they want. Now, after Now that we have looked at inactive customers and inactive items, let me take you through the ledger report. Now you can view your ledger report here by simply clicking on ledger report icon. I can see all my ledger reports here, and by choosing all my customers, I can see from the list of companies here. If I click on Air Chemicals, I can see the complete list of vouchers. Within this, I can select required voucher from the displayed list, and I can share this invoice. Now I know that this is partially paid. All I need to do is click on share invoice to make sure that this is paid on time. Now this can further be filtered down by date. And most importantly, I can view my customer information here. Let's say if you, while viewing the ledger report, you suddenly need more information about your customer, you can simply click on this I icon right next to your customer, and then you can share this data. It's as easy as that. Now, right below the ledger report, you have the day book. Now, day book reports helps you to see all the transactions that you had on the day. So when I click on day book, I can see all my transactions. I can see if you don't enter any transaction on that day, there won't be anything to visit, obviously. But if you want, you can filter this data according to dates and times. Now I can see all the voucher types listed here. You can simply filter out the information according to date, or you can simply select by voucher type. This can also be viewed in ascending and descending order. And most importantly, this can be shared. We are viewing all of this data in ascending or descending order, as you can see. And that's all about day books. Let's move on to pending sales order. Under pending sales order, you can view pending sales order by ledger or by item. By choosing under the ledger option, you can see the total amount and various vouchers. And this information can be used to get rid of your sales orders quickly. You don't want any pending sales order clogging up, so you can use this information to clear these orders quick and fast. Similarly, under pending purchase order, you can view items by ledger and by items. All of this data is aimed at making sure that your sales order and purchase order are running absolutely smoothly. You don't want these things stopping your work from working more efficiently, or your team from working more efficiently. Now, another thing we are going to look at today is profit and loss. Profit and loss is basically profits is basically the very lifeblood of your business. Profit and loss report shows the profit and loss for selected period, and it is updated every once a day. Now this report is vital for you to understand and to be in tune with the well-being of your business. Now, you can filter this by date. Now I'm viewing all. I can see, obviously the amount you see here are for a demo company. Yours, if you have entered your own company, it's probably quite different and something completely different that you will see based on whatever is in your tally. Right now, what we are seeing here is completely made up data. So you can filter this out by date. You can see your direct sales account, you can see your direct income, purchase account, direct expenses, gross profit, indirect income, indirect expense, and net profit. So why is this all important? Well, you can see your positive numbers shown in green and negative numbers shown in red. So all of this helps you plan your business better. This information is again easy to share. However, what we need to look at here is understanding the figures here. You have to understand why this data can, affect your business, and accordingly, you can make business plans for it. So these were your business reports. Essentially, all of these reports play a very vital role in helping you build your business better. All of these data that we spoke about give you key insights into your business. We have to use these data because obviously we live in a very data driven business world, and if you want to succeed, if you want your business to do better than your competitor, all of these data play a very important role. Now in the beginning of my webinar, I had told you that you can raise tickets in your preferred language. Let me show you how it is done. A lot of our users often have questions about support, so I'm going to show you how you can raise tickets. On your dashboard, you will see the menu option. Under the menu option, we have the help section. Click on this. At the bottom, you have the create ticket option. When you click on create ticket option, you get a message box here. You can write down, let's say you're having sync issues, just write down facing and if you have a preferred language, just add it here and send the message. So your ticket has been raised and your preferred language has been recorded. So our executive will speak to you in a language that makes you very comfortable. This way you can explain your problems to them and you can have a better solution. So that was all from our side. So today we'll be taking questions from your end so we can help you understand the product better. We can solve your issues better. And also we have the polling on. I request you all to poll so that we understand how well you understood the webinar and how we can help you better as a company, as a product, how we can serve you better, and what all topics we can help you with in our future webinar. Please feel free to ask questions. We'll be very happy to help you. Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, yes, you can have the recording. Basically, if you wish to view this webinar or any other webinar, you can log on to our YouTube channel. We webinars every week, so you can also enjoy many other webinars that we have. It will help you greatly. Thank you, sir. Mr. Deepak, to add another user, please look at your screen. I'm going to show it to you. So you have the menu option here. Under menu option, you have the user option here. So here,
Hello everyone, this is Swapnil. We will go one by one all the questions. So, Mr. Deepak, the question is, if we are using these analysts, how can we add another user? So, I'll tell you how to add another user. Just a moment. So, let me share my screen and I'll show it to you. So if you have purchased user and if you want to add user, so you have to go in the Bees Analyst, go in menu section, click on the user. Just click on plus button, right hand side bottom, and just type the username. For an example, I'll type my name and my email address, and just click on the OK. So now it's showing that the user is already exists. So let's just find the user. So here the user is available. So let's go on the permission page and you can set the permission accordingly and just save it. Once you save, that user will get a mailer from Bees Analyst and that you have given permission to use the company of this particular company. So that user has to accept that permission and he can create his password and he can log in from his application and he can see the data. So this is how you can add the user and user can enroll themselves and they can see the data. So we will just go through the another question. So Mr. Deepak has question, why GPNP it's sin negative. So in our case, sir, it's basically a demo data. That is the reason it might showing like odd data. So I'll just go through again same. So let me show my report again. So if you can profit and loss, I'll just select some. So I'll select last year data. So last year data is showing last year data. So you can see only. So this is basically a demo data. We have mentioned all the data very hypothetically. So please take this data like demo only. So in your data, you can see your profit and loss on very, I can say, plenty basis. So Rajiv ji, we have one question of Rajiv sir. Can we create a custom report like to check inventory base in branch stores? Sir, we are really very sorry. We don't have custom report as of now. But if you want to see inventory based branch stores, so if you have mentioned brand stores in Tally, so accordingly you want to check the stock, so you can check it like we have store our stock by go down wise. So I'll share in my system so how we have conduct data in Tally and how you are seeing in your Bees Analyst. So I am in stock item screen as of now. So let's just check CPU processor. So if I click on the CPU processor, my inventory is 28 number. And if I click on my inventory, I can see in Mumbai Godown batch wise, this is the stock. So we have created two warehouses in Tally, Pune and Mumbai. So in my Pune warehouse, the stock is not available. That is the reason I cannot see that warehouse here. But if the stock available, I can see the name and I can see the stock under which batch. So accordingly, all the information I'll get it here. So let's go to another question. It's from Prasad Naik sir. So how to add sales voucher with item batch number? Okay. So let's just see, Prasad sir, we will take one live example. So right now I am in dashboard. So I have to click on the plus button to create any sales invoice. So you want to see batch number, right? So what I'll do, I'll check, I'll add batch. So this setting should be on in invoice. Batch add setting should be on, and let's just take an example. So if I take Air Chemicals company name, so if I select local GST local sales, and let's just select an item. So it shows me batch number also over here. So select batch. So I can select a batch as well. So for an example, if I take Air Chemicals company, sorry, not Air Chemicals company, I have to put stock item name over here. So by mistakenly I put it laser name. So let's just create one stock item. Let's just pick one stock item. So I'll pick Nokia 1100. Then warehouse, select, go down. So I'll select Mumbai, go down. Batch, I'll select primary batch. Okay. So this is how you can select the batch, and accordingly into that batch you can select the stock. So we'll add 1 unit only, and we can save the invoice like this. So there is one anonymous attendee who has question, in few months NP is negative or profit. So I really don't understand your question. If you can elaborate your question properly so that I can answer it to you. Okay, there is one question from Rajiv ji. So can I see what stock available in a branch location? Will any sales report can see the sales / customer details of another sales report? Mm, so if you needed a stock branch location wise. So I have just now showed key how you can see location wise data, warehouse wise data. So you have to click on the stock. In that particular stock, you have to click on the inventory, and in the inventory we have, if you have created in your tally, so you can see it like that only. So you can see all the branches like we have created by warehouse wise. So I already showed you by warehouse wise. So you can see your warehouses, and in warehouses how many stock was there, that will be visible. So will any sales report can see the sales or customer details, another sales report? So I don't understand your question exactly. So if you can elaborate your question, and or if you can write it again, so that I'll understand and I can give you the answer of this. Okay, there is one question from Pranav ji. My account team user tally. I just checked the report. We don't use Bees Analyst for data entry. Can I set an alert or get email notification when a particular customer payment is received? For an example, when a receipt is created by my account team. Uh, Sir, you will get emailer information. For an example, I'll just show you. So this is going to create receipt. Just click on the back. So you can see right hand top side we have one setting button. So I clicked on the setting. Let me click on the voucher setting. So in this voucher setting, you can configure your email so that you will get email. And for an example, if your salesperson or if your accountant have made particular, I can say, receipt or any sales order or any sales invoice, and you wanted that order you or your mentor or any of your accountant should get on mail. So you mention your mail address over here. So but the only condition, uh, we give this report if you do entry from these application only. But if you want to create entry, if you have created entry in your Tally and you wanted intimation that the receipt has been created, so that kind of intimation as of now we won't provide at all. So you have to check manually only. So for an example, you can check the last sync time, and you suppose you have created entry half an hour before, and you can see the time that the sync process has been already done. So you can go in the receipt and you can check whether the receipt has been done or not. But we don't provide any kind of intimation that the receipt has been done and you can check it over or any kind of mailer or something like that we won't provide if you do entry in Tally. But if you do it in mobile, you'll get a mailer confirmation in CC that your salesperson or any of your accountant have created this particular entry, whether that is order, whether that is invoice or any receipt. So, but you will get a mailer if you have mentioned that mailer in the voucher type. So, Mr. Sandeep has one question. In PNL report, June PNL is negative, July is positive. Is this depend on our purchase? Yes, always it depend on your purchase. If you see month on month, so it is totally depend on your purchase, how much purchase you have did and how much sales you have did, and accordingly how much profit you have gained. So if you want to see a data, consolidate data of an year, so that you'll get a proper idea in this particular year how many purchase you have done and how much sale you have did, and accordingly this is your profit and loss. So if you can see it on yearly basis, so that could be any given time a better choice to you. But if you can see it on the month basis, you can see negative and positive according to your purchase only, purchase and sales both. So Mr. Rajiv has one question. I don't want to show customer details and sales detail of salesman A to salesman B or any other salesman in our company. Is it possible to keep such restrictions? Mr. Rajiv, 100% yes, we have given such kind of restrictions. So I'll just show you how you can restrict them to see the data, and other person cannot see the data of so for an example, if I am in user and I've created a user, so in permission, if I give particular permission, so for an example, if I've given salesperson A certain bunch of group, so salesperson B cannot see those data in his mobile. So that kind of permission you can set it from here. So yes, we do have such kind of permissions and you can grant that. So Mr. Sandeep, yearly option or custom not available, I think. So let me just show you. I think this question is related to your last question. So I am into profit and loss as of now. So let me just click on the date. So here you can see the option. We have a shortcut option of this year and we have a shortcut option of last year. So accordingly you can set your year and accordingly you can check the data. So we have last 5 minutes left. So if you have any other questions, so we can take 1 or 2 questions maximum. So please ask your question and we'll definitely let you know about same. So Mr. Rajiv has one more question again. I have 3 companies which use Tally. Do I need to download this app 3 times? No, sir. You don't need to app. You don't need to download the app 3 times. So for an example, if you have one Tally, so you have to open your all the companies at a time, and our desktop app will get sync all these 3 companies. You have to add one by one, and in your mobile you can see all the 3 companies, but you can check data one by one only. So I'll just show you how you can check the data. So for an example, you can see in the top we have demo company. Beside that we have one drop down. So if I click on that drop down, I can see all the companies. So for an example, if I want to see data of SV demo company, so I can click and I can get that company sync in my mobile and I can see the data. Now you can see the permission. I don't have permission to see the dashboard screen. So SV demo company, my mentor haven't given me any right to see my data in the dashboard. So but this is how you can change the company and you can see the data. Right now I am in the demo company, so I can check my that company. So if you have 2-3 companies or more than that companies, you have to open in single Tally where the ODBC port should be enabled, and you can sync all the companies in the desktop app, and from there you can see it on your mobile, sir. So no need to purchase or no need to download 3 times. You just download one time only and you can see the data. Mr. Sandeep, can you please elaborate your question? I don't understand because you have just write in top buyer or inactive buyer. Report contact number is not there. So in which report you want contact number? Again, can you please explain it again? Can you please write your question again? I think Sarojji, we have one question. How I can check one ledger from all 3 different companies together? So we don't have group of companies option. So you have to select individual company and you can check the ledger, but you cannot check, you know, like all 3 different companies ledger together. So you can check one by one. So we have ledger ka option. I'll show you that ledger ka option. Okay, you have one more question. Example, Reliance Industries, I have sales in 3 different companies. Okay, now I can see total outstanding together. No, sir, we don't have that option as of now. So we don't have group of company option. So you have to check your data individually. So that ledger report option, I'll show you where is it exactly. So you have to select individual company. For an example, you have selected Reliance company. So Reliance company, you can check data over here. So in your company, you can check the Reliance ka data here. Then you have to select another company. You can select another company and you can go again in the report, then ledger report, and you can see that ledger again. But you cannot see all companies ka ledger togetherly because we don't have that option as of now. So again, one more question is there from Muskan Gupta. Can we get contact number in ledger report when we send pending report? Okay, okay. So contact number, we don't show contact number of Air Chemicals company, but it's a good feature request. So I would like to request you, please create one ticket so that we will definitely think in we can definitely think, and we can try to show the number as well, contact number as well. So please create ticket for the same so that we can take the same as a feature request. So there is one question from Sarvadna Infotech. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much from Sarvadna Infotech. They have mentioned that this kind of report they get in the group company in Tally only. So thank you, Sarvadna Infotech. So Mr. Sandeep has one question in report: top buyer or inactive buyer. Sir, again, I don't understand your question, but let me show you report of top buyers and inactive buyers. So here we can see top reports. So in top reports, I'll just change the date. So I can see numbers as well. So beside this search symbol, there is one symbol, and I get the numbers. So if I want top 5, if I want top 10, top 30, top 50, so I can select my numbers. For an example, if I want top 30, so I'll get top 30 customers. So this is my top 30 customers list. But if I don't want customers, if I want items sold by value, so I can see those kind of reports as well. So if I want, for an example, item sold by quantity. So this is the quantity ka report, item sold by quantity report. So this is how I can check the report. And also we have mentioned inactive customers. So here you will get inactive customer reports. So in inactive customer, you can see there is one filter. So you can go by filter. So these are all the ways you can see the data. So for an example, if you want to see greater than 90, you can click on the greater than 90 and you can check the data. So the option is available and you can see it like this. Mr. Sandeep, I understand you need contact number also. So I would like to request again, please create ticket, please create a feature request to us, and we will definitely think over same and we will get back to you on mail. Also, our engineer, our service team will definitely give you a call, and definitely they will try to serve you. So Mr. Santosh has question. So I think we have I think 2 or 3 minutes left. So we take this 1-2 questions, and we'll have to finish this session because of the time. So let's just check this. Santosh, there is one question. Please repeat, how can I connect or log in? I have download app. Okay. So Mr. Santosh, what you have to do once you download the application, once you download the application in mobile, application will ask you email address. So you have to put your email address. So for an example, if you are a new user, it will ask you to sign up. And if you are existing user, just do sign in. So for new users, you just click on the sign up, mention all your information, and you can get it sign up yourself, and you can see demo data. And again, what you have to do, you have to put desktop app in where your Tally is located. You have to put desktop app. You just sync the data, and after syncing same, you can see it on your mobile, and then you can click on the company and you can check your data. So Mr. Sandeep, if you can create one ticket, so our engineer definitely they will call you and they will assist you how to connect and how to log in and how to download the app. They will definitely help you in same. So you have mentioned that you have already downloaded app, so they will help you in getting data on your mobile. When we download again, sir, if you can ask your question, like I don't understand seriously when we download. So can you please elaborate your question? Hello, Mr. Gurmeet. Definitely, sir. Why not? Sure. One of our person definitely will call you, and they will assist you how to add in 3 mobile and how to check 2 companies. So if you can provide your email address or something like that, so that we can like get back to you, or if you can create ticket, definitely we will call you, sir. Gurmeet ji, yes, we can make invoice. So entry part, I'll just explain what all entries you can create. So you can create sales invoice, purchase invoice, sales order, purchase order, payment, receipt. Rather than that, you can create quotations also. You can create ledgers also. You can create stock items also. So these are all, like you can create the entries. So Mr. Gaurav Gupta, once a day what? So if you can elaborate your question again. Um, Gauravji, first of all, sync time is totally up to you. In our desktop app, we have given option to you, and your sync time you can select whether that is 5 minutes, whether that is 1 hour, or any once in a day. You can select the time, and accordingly we will give you sync. So don't worry, sir. So that option is with you only. Yes, sir, you can specify time in desktop app, and you can, according to your specific time, we will get your data sync. So I think this was the last question, and I hope you like the webinar, and please poll us and let us know how the webinar is, and also let us know so that we can improve ourselves. Thank you very much.